that I've ever started spring, but for good reason. And, this allows us to start on Saturday. It allows us to take full advantage of getting done April 12th, and giving our players 3 weeks or so to for the rest of the semester, and plus we get our summer program started sooner with our players, but then also it gives us the ability to take full advantage of the 6-week spring evaluation period that we're allowed by NCAA standards. So I think it'll be good as well. We start to go Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then our players leave for spring break for a week, so we'll get 6 practices in, and then their bodies will heal up a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So I think it's a good schedule, good mix, and really looking forward to getting started. Had good winter workouts that have taken place over the last 5 weeks. Guys have really worked hard, both in the weight room, and we've done our conditioning on the field once a week. They're in good shape, and now it's time to go out and get better fundamentally, and technique-wise, and get them to understand that they just have to do their job only, and to master everything that they can in terms of of their job. So it'll be a situation where we'll have some guys that won't be playing or really partaking in everything this spring, but starting offensively, CJ will do some individual drills to start out with, and we'll see how he progresses. Doing those where could progress to him getting into doing some 7-on-7, but again, we'll start him off with individual work and then see how he goes from there. Caleb and Perry, they won't be able to do anything this spring from a football standpoint. Wes Brown will be out for spring. He had his shoulder done, and he also got his ankle taken care of on Friday. So we had some surgery there. So now we hopefully we'll have a healthy, Wes Brown. And the ankle was from an injury that really followed him here to Maryland from high school. But that went well. And then Laverne Jacobs, he really won't be doing anything this spring. Might be able to get him where we got some routes on air and do some things along those lines with him, but we'll find that out a little bit later this week. And then Marcus Lee won't be, doing anything. Marcus has some injuries, but then Marcus also has some, academic things that he's got to shore up and take care of. And then defensively, Andre Monroe, will be doing some individual stuff, during practice, but we're progressing from there, but I'm not sure if we'll get into any contact stuff or, into teamwork. And then, Matt Robinson will be non-contact, work when he's out there. So, CJ, Andre, and Matt, will be able to do things, and then Wes, Cole Ferrand, Harry, Marcus Lee, and Caleb will be out, and then like I said, Laverne, hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit of him on routes on air. Just from a position standpoint, I think really the only thing that we've done since we might have talked last was Matt Robinson will be an outside linebacker for us, moving from the safety position, and really just he's more suited, for that that position, and then plus getting our best 11, on the field So that's something we just felt was, would be the best for us, because when you take a look at Matt, right now, he's weighing, 234. And so, he'll probably get to 240, as he just continues his training. He's got that frame, to be able to do that. So, we got Alex Schwein will stay at Sam. So we'll have Alex and Avery and Matt. Matt will be there. But we'll have good competition. We'll have good competition all over. So, if there's any questions?
Good job for CJ as Marshall. What would you see from Ricardo last 12 years, especially what the expectations are this spring?
Well, Ricardo's going to get a lot of work, and it'll be good for Ricardo, because again, he was redshirted last year. Not redshirted, they had to sit out a year because of the transfer. But it'll be good. It'll be good for him to get all these reps and get him working to see, where he'll, be able to fit in, for us, then in the fall. So, we won't let him get hit. We only have 2 quarterbacks, for the spring, between Ricardo and Dustin Daly, and so we'll keep those guys off limits. But again, I'm anxious to see him go out there and get to work each and every day, and just see how far, what he can do, and see how far he can progress. He's, from what I've seen, he's a very good athlete. He can also throw the football. We'll see just exactly, how accurate, he'll be this spring. But like I said, in terms of being a guy that's can be a dual threat, for you, he's got those capabilities and has that talent to be able to do that. So he can do all the things that we want to do with our offense. And the other added dimension to the issue is the fact is if he is back there and probably throwing the ball and things break down, he's got more than enough speed and athletic ability to make a play. But he'll be able to make plays with his feet and with his arm.
Coach, taking spring workouts on the road, scrimmaging at local high schools, could you just talk about what went into the decision making to do that, the benefits?
Yeah, one of the things that, what we want to do is just kind of grow our brand throughout the area and throughout the state. And so March 30th, we'll be going up to Dunbar, high school up in Baltimore, and work out in their brand new facility, field up there, and then on April 6th, we're going to go out to Middletown High School in Frederick to work out there. So one thing is, I just felt it was important to for us to go out and reach out to the community rather than having them come down here and just like I said, try to grow our brand more in different parts of the state. And we hope to move them around each year, but this year we just felt that wanted to get up into Baltimore because of the fact that we're going to be playing West Virginia up at M&T Stadium this year. And then the one thing is I wanted to establish more of a presence out in the western part of the state, there in Frederick and Hagerstown, people there, and even people from Pennsylvania can drive down to see us there. So again, just all part of the developing the brand in terms of Maryland pride and being out and being in the community.
Getting back to the part of the fact that he has familiarity with the offense, playing in it, practice, and then also having some rapport with Dion. Does that give him an advantage in terms of really almost establishing himself as either the quarterback or a serious contender for quarterback given CJ's situation?
The thing with that, Don, is I think that it does. I mean, the one thing is the learning process for him, wouldn't be like a true freshman. But the thing that he has to do, and that he has to understand, he has to maintain focus and continue to work, and not just think, hey, I know this stuff, or work with Dion. He's still got to go out each and every day and say, hey, I got to get better. And that's the thing that he's got to make sure he keeps in his mind and stays focused. But yeah, I think he should be very comfortable because the terminology doesn't have to learn a different terminology. He understands what the offense is all about. He does have familiarity with Dion, so it does. But again, what he's got to do is use that knowledge that he has and that mind skill set that he has, and now go out there and develop it each and every day and just say, well, hey, I know this stuff, and I can just go through it. No, he's got to challenge himself each and every day to be the best he can be. And if he does that, then I think it'll work to his advantage. If he doesn't do that, then it's not going to be as advantageous with having all the things that he knows.
This problem is he ahead of schedule? Is CJ ahead of schedule?
I would say that he is, from the standpoint that he's worked extremely hard, but the one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to rush him. We're going to do the things that we feel the doctors tell us that he can do. But I think he is. He has just worked his tail off in terms of the rehab, and so whatever we can get with him, this spring in terms of his throwing and different things, and there will be a bonus to him. I think he is pretty much ahead of schedule.
Randy, barring any unforeseen horrible run of injuries like we had last year, do you see maybe trying to redshirt Caleb or Perry, maybe get some spacing, maybe get that redshirt to the back that you didn't get last year, and get some spacing between them and CJ? Because you've got proven quarterbacks now, they're good.
Right, and I've had that thought in my mind since that happened with those guys. And then when you take a look at the numbers that we have, and that's what you really like to do. And we'll let that all play out as we get back here in August, and we see how everybody, between Caleb and Perry, how they both come back and what they're doing. But the best situation for us would be to take one of those guys and to be able to redshirt. So we'll see how that all plays out and see how the competition bears out. When we get back with those guys being healthy in August.
What about that hybrid Sean had? What's his status?
Yeah, Sean's going to play linebacker. Sean's going to be a linebacker, and it's only fair to Sean from the standpoint that with having two quarterbacks, this spring is to say, hey, if you wanted to keep Sean at quarterback in the spring, but then after spring he's going to go and play another position. And that wasn't fair to him, and I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to him. And he wants to be a linebacker. And again, we feel that that's his best position. And now this gives him an opportunity to go out and earn a spot there, because he's going to get a lot of reps because Cole's not going to practice. So there at the one inside linebacker position. It's Bradley and it's Sean. So now he's going to have the opportunity to win a position there, and then also do some things from a special teams standpoint. So really looking forward to that. I think he's worked hard. He's slimmed down a little bit, reshaped his body. You can tell that he's worked hard. So we're all anxious to see him contribute and compete, there at that inside linebacker.